Hi everyone, I'm Kosti.
Hey, I'm Christy.
Why is it because I waited?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, sometimes when we start recording, it messes up, like the audio for some reason, so we give it a few seconds. Anyway, we're back. BoJack Horseman. We are on second to last episode of the season, so episode 11 of season 4.
Oh, it's going to start to get really good then.
Last time, because we didn't record in 2 weeks, because...
I feel like we say this every single
we
time.
do, yeah, and then we try
it's
to
because I've been ill like once a month for 4 months.
Yeah, when we try to do catch up, and some weeks we record a lot more. The last time on BoJack, it was Hollyhock.
Mm-hmm.
She went into hospital.
Remember, she collapsed because she was having diet bills.
Yeah, which we found out it was BoJack's mom, Beatrice, that was put in.
That was so bad.
Yeah, and BoJack kind of had a bit of a panic attack, and he was throwing his pills away and stuff like that. And then he discovered that Beatrice was doing it, and basically the episode ended with him taking her to a care home, to a really, really bad one. And then as he was walking away, she said his name. She was like, BoJack, like she remembered him. So that's where it ended. And that was only really a small part of the episode, because the other part focused on...
Mr. Peanut Butter?
Was it Mr. Peanut Butter? I can't really remember.
Diane?
Yeah, it must have been with them, but I can't remember. Was it... I think, I might be wrong, but I think, was it when Todd was trying to help Princess...
Caroline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With to try and get a deal for a script. That was called Filbert, I think, the same as the name she wanted to give to her child.
Yeah.
And then she managed to convince what's his name, the turtle guy, to be a part of the project, but he wanted a big name attached, and he said to get BoJack, and then she fake signatured hit BoJack's name. Yeah. So that's
not good.
Yeah. So that was I think it was last episode. Again, I can't remember, but I know it happened recently. But yeah. Anything you want to add before we get into it?
It was another episode where Todd's being super sweet and always looking out for people and trying to help. And
then the Hollyhock's dad kind of pushed BoJack out, like they didn't let him.
Dads.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dads.
You said him.
No, their dads pushed him, like BoJack, out.
Oh, I thought you meant like singular, like one dad.
No. All of them basically told him he can't see Hollyhock because he's...
But can you blame them? They haven't really observed what's happened the last couple months, however long it's been. But to be honest, a lot of bad things have happened.
Yeah. Should we get into it? Do you have anything else to add? No?
You already asked me that.
Oh, yeah, I forget. Anyway, guys, we're heading on our Patreon if you're interested in that. And if you enjoy our content, make sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Here we go. This is episode 11 of season 4, Time's Arrow.
I am not Henrietta. I'm your son.
My son is a ball of gas.
I'm him. I'm the ball of gas.
But you're also a star.
Do you remember?
Henrietta, I am talking to the sun. Son! Yes, but you're also a star.
Yeah, son, I get it now, right?
We're going to a glorious, magical place where they'll lock you in a room by yourself so you can't hurt anyone ever again.
Hurry up!
Wait, you just said...
Time's arrow neither stands still nor reverses after all. It merely marches forward. Isn't that right, Henrietta?
Yes, Mrs. Horseman, that's right.
Ugh.
Oh.
So as a kid. There we go.
That's sad though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was seeing it through her eyes rather than both.
Yeah,
generally.
And we're seeing, I guess, what's happening in her head.
Hollyhock wasn't in the scene then.
Oh yeah. Didn't notice that.
She's been completely removed, like she wasn't even there in the first place. That's sad.
Yeah.
I hope we see her again. I would like to find out the mystery of who her mum is, and so she could just be content and move on in her life. Because she's a sweet girl, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
She deserves the best. She's so cute.
Halt! No entry.
But I want to slide.
That's a crazy slide.
Yeah.
You may not enter.
Yeah, and also you're fat.
I'm not fat.
We will be forced to physically impede your egress.
Ow! Ow! You're hurting me.
Kids are such assholes.
How did she not break her back? That's a pretty far fall, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't feel well.
I don't care if you're scared of Chlamydia Bloodsworth and her gaggle. You have to go to school. Well, stop making books your friend. Reading does nothing for young women but build their brains, taking valuable resources away from their breasts and hips.
But my throat hurts.
Uniform, now.
Oh.
What a supportive father.
Beatrice? Oh my, you're hot. How could you not have known she has scarlet fever?
Wow.
What has become of you? I swear, if I'd known this is how you'd behave once we severed the connections to your prefrontal cortex, I'd hardly have bothered.
I can even blame her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She's got a
Terrible.
lobotomy, yeah.
But this illness is but a hiccup in what will be a long and happy life, I promise. Some good may yet come of this. Doctor says your throat is nearly swollen shut, so perhaps you'll finally lose some of that weight that's given you such troubles. Won't that be nice?
Yes, Father.
Such an asshole.
You look nice.
Thank you, Corbin. That's the third time you've told me. You needn't tell me again.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I'm not always good at these things.
Ah, that's all right. I'm not either.
Corbin's father, Mort Creamerman, is founder of Creamerman's creamy cream-based commodities. Think of all the free iced cream you could, serve.
How many times can you say cream in a sentence?
Marry me off to Corbin Creamerman merely because it would be good for business.
Imagine a television advertisement with a fun jingle. Have your morning coffee or tea with Sugarman and Creamerman, but save some for these fellas.
I like how everyone's face is kind of blank.
Do I know you?
They've done that before though with the squiggled out face and blank faces.
Beatrice Sugarman, welcome to my dumb party.
Butterscotch Horseman. Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, BoJack's dad.
I'm writing the next great American novel. It's about truth, it's about war, it's about the twilighting frontier of the lives that were promised us.
Sounds like a bestseller.
You're sarcastic, which is an ugly thing for a woman to be. What must your mother think of you?
No, she doesn't think much about anything anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Did she pass?
What a transition.
Not exactly.
Mine did.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I was little. I don't remember really. But she had a diamond just like yours. I saw it in a picture once. Yes, this is my mother.
What?
I'd like to leave her here. Can I pay for the next 5 years in a lump sum now so I don't have to think about her again?
We have to do the thing now?
Please excuse me.
Of course. It sounds very important.
Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Sugarman present their daughter, Miss Beatrice Elizabeth Sugarman, chaperoned by Mr. Corbin C. Creamerman.
Did you see how the dad pulled the mom then and she was still like very shaded, like you could barely see her?
No, missed that.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh,
Maybe it's just something she doesn't like to remember.
don't you know it's rude to leave without saying goodbye to the host?
Why don't you come with me? It'll dispense with the need for goodbyes, thus eliminating my transgression. But I suppose Daddy wouldn't like that, would he?
Oh.
Oh, Beatrice.
The horse noises, I love it. 2 weeks later.
Corbin Creamerman has come to call.
I am not interested in Corbin Creamerman.
I don't give a damn where your interests lie. You're lucky I don't fill a jar with jellied beans and marry you off to the man who can closest estimate the amount.
Oof.
Corbin Creamerman is willing to give you a second chance. He is downstairs waiting and you will be civil to him.
And the way they make non-dairy creamer is by replacing the milk fat with vegetable oil. Oh, geez, I'm boring you.
Not at all. I don't find you boring.
You're boring me. Sorry, mate.
My father is less enchanted. He says it's just squeezing money out of cow teats. I got ideas too, and I feel I never get to be anything other than what he expects me to be. You know what that's like?
You know, Corbin, it occurs to me that perhaps you and I aren't so...
Oh, dear!
And we all know what's happened, don't we?
Yeah. She's preggo.
Nice gams! Nice gams!
Is that the only thing you can think of to say?
Nice! Yeah!
The number you gave me was to a pizza parlor in Brownsburg.
So like his dad, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what BoJack does. Yeah.
Come on, Bopper, can you give us some privacy, please?
Sure thing, Butterscotch. You take it easy.
Are you certain it's mine? What do you want to do? Maybe you have a cousin who has a friend who knows a
I
doctor.
was gonna say, jeez.
Inconveniences. I'm happy to do the gentlemanly thing and pay for the cab fare.
And pay for the cab fare.
Did you ever hear the story of the couple who moved to California? They hardly knew each other, but they shared a certain sensitivity and a taste for the unknown. They were living in a one-horse town, so they headed west towards a town that could accommodate 3 horses.
Oh, yes, I think I have heard this story.
If a beautiful creature like herself could ever love an oaf like him.
And isn't that how the story goes?
He's quite a smooth talker, though, isn't he?
That's where BoJack gets his charm.
Hmm.
The bump.
Oh, yeah. San Francisco Bridge.
Come on.
Baby BoJack.
If I don't sleep, how can I work to support you and the child?
Maybe if anyone wanted to pay you for anything you wrote, we'd be able to afford a nanny and a maid. Why won't you just take that corner office job at Sugarman West?
You want me to work for your father and get paid for it like some sort of slave?
That is the opposite of slavery.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
You wanted that baby. Never forget that.
I need quiet. You better be worth all this.
That's how it starts.
I'll clean up the kitchen and bathe our filthy child, and we'll just keep waltzing through this
BoJack's face then.
Harriet dream.
Feel sorry
If
for
that
him.
baby wasn't crying all the time, I could finish the goddamn novel.
I'm not a baby, I'm 6.
Yes, wah, gaga, go.
Forming sentences.
Oh, and I can't? Everyone's a critic. I can see the headline now. Idiot son thinks dad's book is great, comma, son is idiot.
I didn't say your book is great.
I can't live like this.
I should have married Corbin Creamerman.
Ha, like he'd have you.
Oh, he would have.
Fine, I'll take the corner office with the company car, 6-figure salary, and 4 weeks paid vacation. But if my novel becomes bad because I no longer remember what it's like to be working class, we'll know of whom to be blamed.
Henrietta, will you help me pack this? I want to bring it to my son.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's why he keeps calling her Henrietta, his maid.
You could be nicer to her.
No one's ever nice to me. Why should I be nice?
Beatrice.
Just because the maid bats her little eyes at you and makes barely qualifying for conversation doesn't mean I'm so easily seduced. I bet you think she's falling in love with you. You sensitive, misunderstood artist. Ugh, won't she be disappointed?
I don't know why you don't just get a divorce already.
Do you want this painting? It belonged to your grandfather, a man who knew what marriage meant.
Sure.
I drove
Gosh.
it all the way down here, didn't I? You might as well take it.
I said I'll take it.
Of course. Take. That's all you ever do.
How long you sticking around for, Mom?
Just pour me a drink and I'll be on my way.
Yeah, let's get you good and liquored up before you drive back up the coast. I got a date with Tanya Harding tonight.
No way. Yes.
Skater, yeah.
Yeah.
All the sacrifices I made so that you could do this.
You're so delusional.
It'll be nice to have something that always reminds me of this conversation. It's Henrietta. The girl went and got herself pregnant.
Oh, she got herself pregnant.
I can't talk her out of it.
What do you want me to say?
I'm out of options, B. You think I enjoy groveling to my own wife, hat in hand? Just fix this for me, please. I know you hate me, B. But please just think of the poor girl.
Oh, so you know the baby, the doll? Was that Henrietta's baby?
The doll?
Yeah. The doll that BoJack gave her.
Don't know.
Do you really want this child?
I think so. It's a baby horse. I'm a girl. I need help. I'm studying to be a nurse and tuition keeps going up.
None of that is my fault.
I don't know what else to do, Mrs. Horseman.
All right. We'll pay for your tuition. And you'll give the baby up for adoption.
No.
You think you want this, but you don't. Not like this.
Mrs. Horseman.
Don't throw away your dreams for this child. Don't let that man poison your life the way he did mine. You have to believe me. Please don't do what I did. my baby? Where's my baby? You did it, Henrietta.
She wants you with Hollyhock. What?
No, please, don't. Stop!
Remember what we say about crying? Crying is stupid. Your sickness has infected everything.
The hard part is over.
Wait, I want to hold her.
No, you'll get attached.
Wait.
This is for your own good. But not my baby!
Yes, especially your baby. See, doesn't that feel better?
My baby!
Poor kid.
Wait, please. I need to hold her. No. Wait, no, please come back. I need to hold her. Please.
You can't let your womanly emotions consume you. You don't want to end up like your mother now, do you? One day this will all be a pleasant memory.
It's so dark.
BoJack?
Mom?
But BoJack? What is this place?
This is where you live now.
No. Is it? No.
Mom.
Where are we, BoJack?
I just told you.
I don't understand. Where am I?
You're in Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah. At the lake house. The fireflies are dancing in the sky, and your whole family is here, and they're telling you that everything is going to be all right.
Yes, that's right.
And the night is full of stars.
I can see it. It's so clear. What are we doing here, BoJack?
We're sitting on the back porch, and we're listening to your brother play the piano, and we're eating ice cream. Vanilla ice cream.
Oh, it's all so marvelous.
Can you taste the ice cream, Mom?
Oh, BoJack, it's so delicious.
There we go. Heavy episode.
Just a little bit.
Did you put
Yeah.
2 and 2 together?
Before I said it, I thought, yeah, that looks like her a lot.
So we find out that
She's his sister.
half sister, I guess.
Yeah, half sister.
Yeah.
Which explains the massive age gap between them.
Yeah.
So when she went looking for BoJack, she'd just seen him on TV shows and assumed it was him.
Yeah, I think people kept telling her that she looks like
him.
BoJack, and that's why she went.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But they had a DNA test.
Who?
Todd got. Remember, BoJack did the DNA test.
Yeah, and came back positive.
But I suppose. So not one person. I don't know much sciencey stuff, but with DNA.
No, I'm just trying to.
Because it's her. They're blood related.
Yeah. So it just comes back as positive that they are related.
Oh, I see. Wow. Fair. Okay.
So obviously she wanted to make sure that BoJack is her dad, but it turns out that he's just actually her half brother. And
Whoa, that's crazy.
This is to me one of the best episodes in the whole series. It's up there.
Very strong.
It's just
All the themes, everything.
Because I don't think we talked as much during that episode, but it's just it's
a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in, and I didn't want to spoil anything for you. That's why I didn't even say anything. I looked at you when you said that comment, because you did figure out in the end. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack. I love the way they told the story. Kind of skipping through different points of Beatrice's life. So we kind of managed to find out more about her upbringing and how she got with BoJack's dad. The thing is, this kind of episode is something you'd have to go and watch multiple times because in the background there's loads of things changing throughout. And there's loads of things that I find interesting. Like again, I mentioned before that people don't have their most of the people in her memories, they don't have a face. So I guess it's just to show like she can't really remember those people. Those aren't the important characters. You could see as well, like when.
But they had that before, but I can't remember what it was.
I couldn't. You said that before, but I couldn't remember.
I remember
I
the
don't
scribbled
think.
out faces. We've definitely had that before. And blanked out faces.
I'm not sure.
We have. I can't remember what it was, but we have. Look, I think it's looking back in memories before. I don't know if it was. No, I'm going to say maybe when we looked back on BoJack's family before, but I don't remember.
Yeah. I also liked it as she was remembering, as the scene was playing out, like when one of the last scenes there with Beatrice and her husband talking, and then he was saying that the maid's pregnant, and he was saying like hat in hand. And things like that I find always quite interesting to watch, those kind of details, because originally he didn't have the hat in hand, but as soon as he says the sentence, a hat appears in his hand. And it's kind of, she's, I guess, getting more vivid recollections of what actually happened there. And I quite like those kind of details. Even when they were walking out of the ball, or I think it was at a hotel or something, you could see the letters in the background changing as well. There's so much detail to that episode. I think it's amazing.
If I'm right in saying, I think she has, we know she has dementia. I think it's vascular dementia because she doesn't really know what's going on in her life around her currently, but she remembers her memories from her childhood and young years. I think that's vascular dementia.
Yeah, I think
it's one of the severe one, I think, which is really, really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why she's been calling BoJack Beatrice this whole time. It was her maid. Henrietta, sorry. Beatrice was calling Henrietta. Yeah.
And I was saying before, I was asking if that baby doll was Henrietta's baby, but it's clearly the one she had when she was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
That's
anything. Right. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things, and I would like to try and analyze it.
Where is Henrietta?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I think we might find out. We'll see.
Yeah, in the future.
I was gonna say something, but I just totally forgot.
But it's crazy that obviously Beatrice's mum had a lobotomy and then couldn't remember anything, and her dad was saying that you don't want to turn out like your mother, but she's ended up, even though she didn't have a lobotomy, she's got dementia and her memory and
yeah, that's a good point.
It's really sad though. Yeah, really good episode.
And even though she's she is a bad mom, you do feel sorry for her.
Well, she was quite young.
Yeah,
she's really young.
Yeah.
She had her debutante ball. They did say it was like better late than never.
I think she was just traumatized from a young age, with her mom going for a lobotomy, with when they were getting rid of the things and they threw away her doll into the fire.
Sorry, why? Because it was infected? Was it when she had scarlet fever?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. Yeah, I think so.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Not like he couldn't have said like and bought her new stuff and say here, or like secretly taken it away and replaced it with a new one. Most parents would do that. That's really, really sad. But he's quite narrow-minded and
he was thinking a lot about his business, really.
Yeah, well, he definitely doesn't have her best interests at heart.
Yeah, it doesn't really care.
No. It's very self-centered, unfortunately. Yeah.
And the scene at the end, it's quite heartbreaking, as soon as he...
she finally clicks and realises it's him. I don't know why she does, but...
Yeah.
Maybe it's because, cause obviously we went through a bit of a timeline then. It got to the stage where she was thinking about BoJack when he was growing older. Yeah. And then finally she was remembering their memories with him. Yeah. Then saw his face.
Yeah.
Putting two to two together, so...
And it was... at that point, BoJack had the great opportunity to do what he wanted for a very long time and lay into her because she remembered him. But instead, which is quite beautiful, he comforted her because she seemed very, confused and weak, and she wasn't sure what was happening. And it was beautiful that he was trying to make her comfortable by telling her she's at the lake house and, trying to relive those nice memories. Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah, sad, but
it makes sense that why BoJack ended up how he is.
Yeah. Yeah, what an episode. To me, that episode gets 10 out of 10. It just deserves every single praise. It's a great episode.
Right. Hollyhock will never meet her dad now because he's already dead, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And we don't know where her mum is.
Yeah.
She was supposed to go off to school and, complete school and be a nurse. We don't know if she actually went and did that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And, but it's just...
It's crazy we didn't see her face because she'd been around the family for a long time.
I am curious, anyone who's been in the comment section, there's that scene, obviously her face, Henrietta's face throughout has this squiggle. I'm interested to know what people think of that. Why is it? And the one moment when they take the baby away from her, that squiggle kind of goes away and it goes into Beatrice when she's a kid. So I don't know, is that trauma being passed on? Yeah. Maybe that's like a representation of trauma, because obviously Henrietta had that trauma when she was giving the baby away. And then the trauma, I guess, was introduced to Beatrice when she was young, because they were throwing the kid away into the fire. So it's similarities.
Right, yeah.
So I think it could be something like that.
Terrible though, so sad.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what happens in the next episode though.
Yeah.
And how it unfolds. Does BoJack actually leave his mum in the end?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, great episode. Shall we end it there? Anything else you want to add? No? As always, guys, thank you so much for hanging around, and hopefully we'll catch you. I'm trying to get back to OBS to stop recording.
That's the first time we didn't have OBS.
Because usually we have it open. Yeah, thanks for hanging around, and see you next time. Bye-bye.